Let's go, man. Let's go. What a night.
Is that you wiping a single tear from your eye? Like, good Lord, man. How proud can I be after watching this one?
Oh, very, very proud, man. Very proud. I put out on Twitter this morning, I was very concerned about this game. As JD said, he's scared. He's scared. No, I wasn't scared. JD talking about, I called him on the phone. I was scared. No, I was not scared. Never scared. But concerned. Because, look, this team, Memphis team, 6 games in a row. Top 5 in all ratings, a good defense, a very good offense. This was the number 1 scoring team in the NBA right now, 124 per game. They get a lot of their scoring off of their threes as well, where the Knicks are weak. But one thing I did say on this pregame show, if the Knicks were going to get after it, get this game, it had to be on the defensive end. Because one thing Memphis will do is turn the ball over. They will cough it up. And the Knicks were opportunistic tonight, man. 26 Grizzly turnovers led to 36 Knick points. I love the defense tonight, bro. But most importantly, I love Mikal Bridges tonight, bro. I loved how he set this tone because his job on Ja Morant was key for this one. And he was ready. He was ready, man.
He was ready for the challenge. I mean, you talk about looking for two-way play tonight. This guy gave you just that. 12 and 19. First of all, super efficient from the field. 12 and 19 from the field, get you 28 points. Got you 6 assists with 5 boards on top of that. 1 steal, 2 blocks. The man was filling the stat sheet tonight. And then when you look at the guy he had to guard for most of the night, in 27 minutes, all Ja Morant could muster, CP, was 10. And I repeat, 10 points. Ja Morant went 5 of 13 from the field, no free throw attempts, only 5 boards, 2 assists. And on top of that, I'm not really a big plus-minus guy, CP, but minus 41, your lead guy, your superstar, getting clamped. Man came through New York, and Mikal Bridges put on the black Air Force Ones and said, not today, buddy. Yeah. We're going to stop you. I'm going to put you in your place. And on top of that, Memphis ain't got no answer for me. Do you hear that right now, CP? Do you hear that? Quiet. That is the outside Madison Square Garden because there was a massacre today.
Yeah.
There was an absolute massacre. All right? Actually, the Knicks might be in trouble, man, for, animal cruelty. This was they were slaughtering the Grizzlies tonight. But Mikal Bridges, by far, this was by far a signature game for him. You talk about having to guard one of the premier guards in the league, one of the premier players. We're talking about like one of the top 20, 25 players in the league right now, right? Even after all the troubles Ja's been through, he's still a dynamic guard that is leading his team to being 3rd in the Western Conference. And so for Bridges to come in today and be able to stop him, and by stopping him, the Grizzlies looked lost on offense. I mean, they had to rely on Triple J to get most of the points tonight. Yeah. You know what I mean? And if you got to rely on Triple J, it's not going to be a good night for you. Granted, now, Memphis did put up 106 points, but Ja is the engine to that team. So Bridges shut him down, and then conversely, my God, man. I mean, that third quarter was just outstanding for Bridges, my man, like knocking down every single shot. This is what we need out of him on a night-to-night basis. You play like this on a night-to-night basis, and this is 2 games in a row, by the way. He did this against the Sacramento Kings, and now he did this against Memphis. Against 2 quality teams, 2 signature wins. 2 signature performances for Mikal Bridges.
He was major, man. And he, after that Kings game, we talked about this on Saturday night, and I was on ESPN radio this morning, and I talked about it with my guys up in Albany, Roger and Mike. And with Karl Anthony Towns, and Towns had a good game tonight. He was good. But if he's not going to be at that, MVP peak Towns, this is where the Knicks aren't falling off because they have a reliable third scorer, shot creator who can assume that level where Brunson and Towns are. And this is what you see with Mikal Bridges, man. He's getting more and more comfortable with this team. The chemistry is developing, and it's helping his defense. Now he's locked in. His energy is much better. His body language is much better. He's fantastic, man. He's been absolutely fantastic this month. And, hey, man, he set the tone for his guys. So Great job by Mikal Bridges. 28 points. As you said, efficient night, 12 and 19 from the field, 2 of 6 from downtown, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 1 steal, a plus 43 on the night. Al, for my second game ball, you know, Towns had his double-double and all that, 24 and 11. Brunson had 20 and 6, 8 and 14. They do that on a regular basis. I'm skipping over them tonight. My second game ball is going to Precious Achiuwa and the Knicks bench. We got to give it up for them, man. They've been getting a lot of heat. One of the worst scoring benches in the NBA, if not the worst. And Precious has also, since coming back from that hamstring injury, he's gotten more and more comfortable, better and better as the games go. And he set a really good tone. Because another one of my concerns tonight was that Grizzlies depth. You know, Taylor Jenkins, he's going to go 10 deep, quick, fast, and in a hurry. He did that damn near in the first quarter. But Precious setting that tone defensively and then offensively, man, just taking it to him, whether it was Brandon Clark, it's Zach Edey, you know, just being aggressive on the offensive end. Precious was sensational tonight. 14 points, 6 and 9 from the field. He's dunking, he's scooping layups like Dr. J out there. 4 steals, 2 blocks, and assist. Smoking on packs. You know what I mean? Like, they do it everything out there. Yo, it was crazy tonight, man.
You saw that celebration between Bridges and Precious.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I mean, that's the only reason.
Yeah, that was my former life, but I knew what he was doing. That was nice. That was cool, man. That was cool, man. Yeah.
Yo, Precious was on one, bro. Yeah. I mean, you talking about a signature game for another guy. Precious tonight, man. The intensity, the aggressiveness. I mean, you see the versatility. I thought in the third quarter and the fourth quarter as well, to begin that fourth quarter, right? You know, you're looking for hopefully this Knicks bench to maintain that lead, right? And I don't know about you, but I started to get a little bit of like tremors where it's like, oh, is this Knicks bench, you know, because we saw a good first half. Second half, it was like, did the flame go out? Is this team now going to allow the Grizzlies to get back in this with their second unit? Because look, Grizzlies have the second best scoring bench in the NBA. And so it's like you can only play defense for so long until, you know, if you're not knocking down shots, Grizzlies could just work their way back in there. But talk about one campaign, because that's another guy we got to talk about, man. Campaign caught fire, all right, in that fourth quarter. But Precious also leading the way defensively was just key, man. I mean, he disrupted everybody on that second unit, deterring everybody, and then just leading that once again. We talk about scoring out transition and defense leading to offense. Precious's defense led to Knicks' offense, man, for that bench. And so it was contagious. I mean, so contagious. Campaign was working off of that and knocking down threes, man. Tonight was one of those nights where Campaign was a sniper with his shot. So, you know, it was a complete team effort, but Precious, man. I mean, he's starting to show you. He's starting to show you that versatility, and it looks like he's starting to get more comfortable in his role. And that's the guy, man. Like we talk about just, you know, wanting to have that switchability, that versatility, right? That's what he offers. And this is now 2 games, CP, 2 games where Tibbs has relied on him to play major minutes, you know, with Cat on the bench. You know, that fourth quarter, even though it's the entire second unit, we see Cat with the second unit, but he decided to say, you know what, Precious, I'm going to leave it in your hands. You know, let's see what you're going to give me tonight and let the bench continue to rock.
14 for Precious, plus 9. As I said, 4 steals, 2 blocks, 6 of 9 from the field. Knocked down a 3 as well. It was his night tonight with the bench, leading that Knicks bench to 52 points and outscoring the Grizzly bench. But he had help, as you mentioned, Campaign. But I'm going to go next up, Deuce. Another vital, important piece to this bench. We talked about it on Saturday, you know, hoping that Deuce can get back into his groove, get back into his efficient shooting. But one of the things that was noticeable with Deuce was that he was 6 of 13 from the field, and only 2 of those were 3. He went 2 of 7 from downtown. So for tonight from Deuce, you saw him attacking the paint a lot, which was a good sight. You know, that was a good adjustment by Deuce. He had a nice attack in the basket when scooped the layup right over Brandon Clark. That was very impressive.
Yes.
14 points for Deuce, 4 dimes, 3 steals, 1 block, signature dunk in I believe it was in the fourth quarter. Tyler Kolek feeding him, and Deuce getting a slam on the baseline. But that's good to see, man, because Precious and Deuce, they've got to bring it every night consistently on both ends, and tonight was one of their nights, man. Deuce was great tonight as well, man. Underdog Fantasy is the place to play if you're a fan looking to cash in on some of your favorite athletes' performances. Available in over 30 states, including New York, California, and Texas. Just call your shot on higher or lower on 2 or more player stats for your chance to win real money. Use our promo code KFTV for up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a free pick. So download the Underdog Fantasy app today and turn every bucket into a W. LD, go ahead and unmute your mic.
You hear me?
Yep, loud and clear. How you feeling, man?
I'm good. I'm gonna ask y'all how y'all feeling. How are you feeling right now? Yourself and Alex, how do you feel?
I'm always feeling good, man. I'm always feeling good. You know, this team has
You
been.
love this win?
Of course,
love
this team plays well on both ends of the floor. The defense was spectacular. This was about the defense tonight for me. It really was. You know, offensively, they can walk into that offense at any moment, but it's about the defense. Tenacity.
An entire win, an entire team win, right?
Yeah.
Collective effort. Okay. With that said,
yes.
Hey, y'all in the chat, get y'all tomatoes ready because this is usually when y'all throw the tomatoes.
Ah, here we go. He's ready. He's ready.
Hold on. Coach Thibodeau
yes.
and Alex, can we now, for the rest of the season, throw away the we don't have a bench claim? Can we officially throw that away, or do we still want to keep that in the tuck?
No, I know because the numbers don't lie. Tonight was a good night. Tonight was a good night for them.
Okay. So
Tonight
did you hear when the broadcaster said, "Oh, it's great to see Tibbs letting the bench play early"? You hear that part?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Perfect. I know you saw what Tyler Kohler did in 2 seconds when he got into the game. I know y'all see what Precious is doing. Let's not forget Mitch Robinson. We're still waiting to see if he's still a basketball player at this point.
Yeah.
But himself or Josh Hart are bench players. Long story short, we have the exact roster that we need to win a championship if we really want to this year.
Disagree.
And I'm saying this. You disagree?
That we still need an upgrade. I need a Shamet upgrade off the bench, and we'll see, man.
You don't like Shaman off the bench?
No.
I don't know, man.
He plays with good energy. I like his energy. He plays hard. I need a better option, man.
Okay, so so here's a question. Do you think the better option is already on the bench?
No.
Or do you think
I absolutely do not. No, I don't.
I don't know, man. That's tough, bro.
No.
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna have recency bias. That's one thing you know with me, LD. Like, I love this win, but I'm gonna be level-headed. I'm not gonna let one win, sway my whole thing and jump out the window. Like,
Yes,
now
but
they're
the
contenders.
recency-
They
but
still
here's the
need work. They still need help.
Still, recency bias, I can understand that.
Yeah.
I don't see Shaman as anything but like a 10th, 11th, 12th man on the rotation. But I do believe
That's
we already
true.
have somebody who's better on the bench. So the discussion could be.
Oh, are you saying who?
Is-
Kolick or Toppin? Who are you talking about? Kolick
Somebody.
or Dadier?
Or a collection of them. Of those players can do what you may not like that we're giving what's his name Shaman so much time to do.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to go. So who will we go out and get? Like, who do you think we should go out and get?
Well, I gotta see if they're able to turn Sims into something. I still think they need another wing depth off the bench.
I agree with that one.
I
agree
still
with
want to
Sims
see them
getting him out.
get some wing depth off the bench for sure.
I would not mind that. Get Sims out of here, and bring in somebody else. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But if somebody like Shaman is 10th, 11th, 12th on the bench, I don't mind that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
But a collection of them all can do what you believe Shaman doesn't do good enough as a role player. Now we can discuss definitely. I wouldn't like him as a 7th, 8th guy off the bench. I agree with that. You know what I mean? But I don't think Leon needs to do that much to get us contending. You know what I'm saying? I think we're good enough.
Well,
yeah,
I
like
will
to
say
win.
this. I think given the depth of the starting five, they can compete with anybody. No question. They can compete with anybody. I just think they need like one more solid piece off the bench. Bring Mitch back. Let's see if he's healthy. If he can contribute at Mitch standards, then I think we're talking. Then I think we're talking.
Right. I feel it. Well, let's keep winning. Good win tonight.
Appreciate the call, man.
right,
It's a little ketchupy in the chat right now, man. It's a little red. It's bleeding. The chat is bleeding right now. You know what I'm saying? But I hear what you're saying, man.
It's all good.
Yeah, man.
All right, man.
Yeah. Rate that call in the chat, man. Shout out to the good brother LD Al. He's another guy. He's not afraid to stand on 10 toes and stand on his opinions.